Hey everyone, welcome to Full Circle Network. I'm Eliana Melendez, head of marketing and a critic here at FullCircleCinema.com. And I'm joined today by my lovely co-host, as always, Josie Melendez, also a critic here
Hello.
at FullCircleCinema.com. And this week we are attending Tiff 2021, the
Yes.
Toronto International Film Festival. We're attending virtually, but we're having a lot of fun. Basically just virtually running around from conference to conference and movie
Yeah.
to movie. At least we get to do it in our pajamas this time, sort of. Anyways, today we had the chance to sit down with Agustina San Martín and talk about her debut film, To Kill the Beast, or Matar a la Bestia.
See.
Sí.
So, a little bit about Matar a la Bestia, or To Kill the Beast, before we get into our interview. Agustina San Martín directed a film that follows Emilia, a 17-year-old that arrives at her Aunt Inés' hostel at the border between Argentina and Brazil, looking for her long-lost brother. In this luxuriant jungle where local myths and legends abound, a dangerous beast believed to be the spirit of an evil man taking the form of different animals seems to be roaming around. On a journey to sexual awakening, Emilia will have to confront her past in order to kill the beast.
And To Kill the Beast she did. So we're going to
Yeah.
just hop into it and talk about Agustina's process and what lessons she learned for her future projects as a filmmaker. So let's get into it.
Okay, perfect. So, nice to meet you. Really enjoyed the film, and we can't wait to get into these questions. Very excited to learn what was going on because it's such an intricate film. So, when it comes to a film like this that is very detail oriented, considering all the time and effort your team and you put into getting the visual language down specifically, what was the process like of bringing everything from the page to the screen, considering your lovely Bible that you were able to show us?
It was I really, moreover with a small budget film, I really wanted to not lose the focus on the possibility of making the most handmade possible, if that makes sense, like a craft. Um, so there was a lot of seeking for the right images, making the drawings, discussing them with the DOP, finding new references, talking with the VFX person, and being super prepared because we both had this fantasy of generating an image that maybe was not an image that we see every day. Like we really wanted to make it really special in our own kind of way, and we thought that the best way was to do all this research prior. So I guess that we put a lot of effort, like frame by frame, in thinking about the colors and the textures and how the skin was gonna feel and how there was gonna feel like moist in the air. And I think that all those things, unless you have a big budget and a lot of people working for you, are do only appear when you put a lot of process to it in the development. Yeah.
As well, this story plays a lot into subtext and subjectivity. When it comes to the audience specifically, what do you hope they take away from this story?
I think that there are many things that they could take from this story. It depends on what they thought of it or their interpretation was. Um, I think that the core of the story is how she confronts fear, but also it's very important about how her sexuality frees her too. And this is truly something that I had a big focus on the movie and making such um, sexual movie in that way, maybe more sensual would be the word, and about how all of this, how how since we grew up we have always been told that this sexuality was maybe something that was or dirtier or like maybe doesn't make you like a serious woman or whatever they say. And I just wanted to focus on the healing part of sexuality and and how um and how she actually, whenever she embraces her sexuality and she dares to be with someone that she really likes, she heals herself and in order to be her best self to confront her fears.
Yeah, and it's definitely a journey that we see the main character go through, and the ending was honestly full circle moment. So I really liked the completeness of the film that you set out to do. My question is, what drove you to tell such a multifaceted story as your debut film? Like it was kind of a big task you set out to do.
Yes, yes, it was. Um, I guess that I've always felt that there was time to do narrative movies, and there was gonna be time to do these classical movies, but that in the first one I had to really put it all out there and really try to like throw it all outside and just really explore this game, because I also understood that that also filmmaking is a search, and as people in the audience, when they see a movie, they also have their own search on what this movie is, what is happening, do I like it, do I not like it, but but the director is also searching, and I guess that somehow directing is also asking yourself questions and trying to search what you find meaning into, and where you put the focus on in life. And so in that sense, maybe because it was a first movie, also I was so anxious um, about saying everything with this, a lot of passion. But at the same time, I've always known that after this movie, I would try to focus on more narrative films. So I guess that this was my hello and my goodbye to all of this. Well, not goodbye, because I'm gonna still have the crazy mindset, but um, to all this, this what it feels for me like a very intense story that since I have been building it like for 9 years, I guess that many things got tangled together in that movie in the end.
Yes, and my final question is, what lessons will you take away from this experience when tackling your next projects?
Ooh. Um, yes. Oh, so many. um, so many lessons. Um, I think that the biggest lesson has nothing to do with film, but has to do with my own humanity, which is that in a moment I never really thought I'm making a movie until the end, in which I was like, oh, I'm making a movie. Oh no, people are gonna sit down for an hour and a half just to watch my movie. I feel naked and I can show this movie. I want to destroy it. Like it's just me naked in a screen. And I guess that all of those horrible self-saboteur voices starting appearing in my head over and over and over again, and like, oh my god, my parents are gonna see this movie, and 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 all of those things. And so I think that the thing that I learned the most about this was mostly uh just letting it go and just doing what I want to do, and just, if people hate it, it's fine. It's fine. Not even fuck them. It's fine that they hate it. It's healthy that we think different things. And if people like it, that's fine. That's great also. And so a little bit of I think that's going to be really helpful for future projects is just like letting myself go a little bit of that outside image that could possibly exist about me or myself, and possibly a lot of people that could hate the movie, and just being like, listen, I have this limited time on this earth, so I might as well, you know, continue doing whatever feels right. And I think that that's going to help for future projects, definitely.
I love the attitude when approaching like filmmaking as like a not I don't want to say beginner, but since it's like your first film, like I find a lot of inspiration in that because it's courageous you to put yourself out there, and with such an intimate story, it's definitely it like it completo. It takes a lot of confidence. So yeah, we definitely really liked it, and thank you so much for sitting down with us today and discussing this film. And I hope that you like continue with that confidence and continue to pursue and let go when tackling other projects in the future.
Thank you very much, guys. It was a pleasure to talk with you.
You too. Thank you.
Have a good day.